Okay. Uh, so, last night's stream ended rather abruptly because right as I was in the middle of that cutscene where Haruka was reuniting with her mom, my power cut out and I lost internet for a good number of minutes. So, obviously wasn't able to beat Yakuza Kiwami last night, and so I kind of reshuffled around the streams a bit. So that the start of this stream would be the finale of Yakuza Kiwami, and I'm just gonna push Tactics Advance to the next stream of Tactics Advance to next week. And if there is time left over tonight, I'll try to get to playing Super Mario on.
しかし不思議な
Oh
感じ
geez,
だぜ
okay, hold on. The audio is very staticky all of a sudden here. Just a second.
今一緒にいるお前がユミの子
Oh
供な
gosh,
の
yeah.
か
I was worried there'd be some problem. Looks like there was. Yeah, the audio's being very staticky. I'm gonna try. At least on my end. I'm not sure if it's like this on y'all's end. So let me deactivate and reactivate the Elgato. Let's see what happens. No, it's still very staticky.
ああユミが
Okay, so yeah, I was set to right. I was reset back to right outside the tower, so I'm gonna have to do the fight against the MIA agents again. But before I do,
今のお前より
let me here. I'm gonna take some. I know the stream just started, but let me take a little bit of a break to see if I can maybe check to see what's going on with the audio. I I I don't know if it's being staticky for y'all, but I'd at least let. I don't want to play through the remainder of this game with this static constantly going on in my ears. So yeah, I know we just started, but let me take a little bit of a break.
小さかった頃からな
Okay, did that
こ
work?
んな弓が母親になっ
Nope.
て
Okay, hold on. Let me just cut off my own audio for a second. Let me see if this fixes it.
時が経つのは早い。
Okay, that actually did fix it. Alright. So this is yeah, hello, bro. Hello, Sleepless. So yeah, if just to let you know what happened last night, yeah, the power cut off. My power cut off like right in mid cutscene. So we've kind of been reset back to before I fought all these MIA agents in the tower. So I am now on episode 8 of G-Quux. I am still on episode 4. I'm like on episode 5, or like I've watched through episode 4. I know I need to catch up because I'm hearing about some of the crazy stuff going on in the G-Ducks show and the Gundam Ducks show. But yeah, I've heard that things are going pretty crazy in there. Although from what I mean, the episode 4, episode 4, from what I saw that episode, that already showed me like, oh no, dang it, Gundam's being Gundam again.
弓の自分の
Seriously, I'm
気持
not
ち
gonna
が
lie, I
綴
just
られ
kind of
た
just love
手紙だっ
the
たんだ。
redesigns of classic suits for this one.
すごく
Well,
優
I mean, I
しい
hope you
子で
wouldn't
い
lie
いんだ
about
け
your
ど
love
な
of the
じゃあ
redesign of the
今度は
classic suit redesigns.
本人の口から直接聞かせてもらおう。
So yeah,
手紙越しじゃない
I'm gonna have to go back in
あ
here.
りのままの弓の気持ちを。
Oh wait, hold on, just a second. Just a second. So it's weird to bounce back and forth though because I got a new mobile gotcha that's based on the Gundam. So I get the little chibi RX-78, and then right after I get the version Char steals in that story episode, they look so wildly different. The RX-78 as it looks in in Gundux, it is a interestingly different departure from like the classic RX-78 too. Because like original RX-78 is like big blocky toy friend that fights in wars and kills a lot of people. But the new one looks it looks like an Ava. Yeah, it I'm sure it intentionally looks more alien. Oh wait, just a second. Yeah, sorry, just a second. Just checking one thing. So especially with juxtaposed with the Zaku's. Wait. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go back in here and gonna have to refight all these guys.
家
We shall see how long this takes me. I'm hoping that this won't take the whole stream time. Playing through this part won't take the whole stream time, but I don't know. One of the final boss fights could be a really long, could be a really difficult time.
こそこそしねえで出てきやがれ。
Here we get rid of you. Ow. Dang it. Ow. Dang it. See, I'm gonna have to fight all these guys again. Ow. Ow. Oh, dang it. Okay. Ow. Okay. Zombie. Nope, never mind. It's two more. So this is fighting pro tip. Don't get shot or stabbed. Sleepless, I didn't know you were a Dark Souls fan. Marcus confesses, I missed one stream when Yakuza turns into Die Hard Arcade. I guess you're right. We are scaling up a tower. Also, hi, Marzisko fan. Marzisko fan is not a complaint, mind you. Well, Marzisko fan, I've got some good news caused by some bad news. You actually would have missed the entire finale section if it wasn't for the fact that my power got cut off last night. Like, I ended up getting close enough to the end to where I could beat the game. I was going to beat the game last stream, and then my power shut off mid cutscene. So now we got reset back to this. You did miss the part where basically Kiryu and Haruka they start walking to the Millennium Tower, and then all the streets clear, and just a gang of thugs show up and try to attack Kiryu, who I then pummeled. There's a lot of pummeling. But now we're fighting nefarious government agents. The one positive about all these enemies carrying guns is if I can beat them, then I can take their guns and just start shooting them. Alright, I can just slap them with the guns. Okay. Oh, also, whilst I'm repeating this section, this is actually a good time to let out some aggression. This is actually a good time to let out some aggression from, well, a couple of things that happened. One, I got alert. A couple of things that I found out today. One is that, well, there was some good news. I did receive a notice from another job that they are interested in proceeding with my application. I had to basically, like, fill out a personality test, and now they're gonna send the results to management and then check to see if they want to hire me. It is a little weird, though. I'm not sure why an IT job needed a personality test. But that's some good news. I took that written exam for that other job in New Mexico today, so we'll just have to. Hopefully, I did well enough on that exam to where I can get something back on that. So they got to make sure you're compatible. So that's the good news. The bad news is I found out that student loans for the college I was going to have been reactivated this month. So I'm gonna have to start. I'm gonna have to start checking to see what my student loan status is. Also, my dad slash landlord told me that I'm gonna need to that he's gonna start upcharging me for rent for this place I'm staying. So the search for a new place to live at is it's gotten like it was already like I already really needed to find a new job and now I really need to find a new job in a different place so that I don't have to pay higher rent in addition to student loans. So that sucks. However, that's actually neither of those are actually the reasons I need to let out aggression. Neither of those was actually the worst news. And once I tell you the worst news, and once I tell you what the worst news was, you're probably gonna think, God, that's gonna think, really, Brawl? But also, yeah, that sounds like something that would be the worst news for you, Brawl. So, y'all remember Fatal Fury: City of the Wolves? That game I was really looking forward to. But then myself and a lot of SNK fans decided not to get it because, again? And y'all remember how, like, a big reason why I and a lot of people decided not to buy that game was because Cristiano Ronaldo was added as a player, and Cristiano Ronaldo was basically added in order to, like, kind of work as he was added as a character to that game to be, like, propaganda for Saudi Arabian government because he's a soccer player for this team he's a part of is owned by the Saudi Arabian government. And also, me and a lot of other SNK fans didn't want to support this game. Didn't want to support the game where a real-life character that was added to it has been charged with sexual assault. Well, just yesterday, it was announced that Cristiano Ronaldo is leaving the soccer team he's a part of. Now, normally I wouldn't care at all about this, but what that means is that the whole reason he was added to the game, to Fatal Fury City of the Wolves, is because he was a member of that soccer team. So it could promote Saudi Arabian government. So, one of the games I've been most anticipating this year has now been ruined by the addition of a character that has been proven unnecessary to have a mere month after the game released. This was all for nothing. A game series that I and many people have been waiting for a return of for some of us for like 26 years was ruined and died a slow, horrifying death for nothing. And now you can probably guess why I want to let out some aggression tonight. So, Marziska fan says, for people like us, video games are art. It's a defacement of art. So I thought Ronaldo was fine at launch since other sports people had shown up in Fatal Fury. But once the DJ guy's friends show up, then it traced back to the Saudi Arabian government, and then Ronaldo also ties to them, and then the suit says sexual assault stuff came out. No, it's actually, you kind of got it backwards. Or at least that's... I think that might have been what I said when this first came out, but it actually was backwards. As soon as video game nerds are really good at researching stuff, as soon as he was announced as soon as Ronaldo was announced first, people were already like, I don't like this, and some people were already saying, I'm not going to buy this game. And it was like, and then it's like, why the heck was he added? And it was like, why the heck was he added to this? And then Salvatore Ganassi was added. And for the major people who don't know anything about the behind the scenes stuff, like they don't know about the whole Saudi Arabian government being a major investor in SNK and owning like 97% of the company. For the people who didn't know that and just knew they just know soccer, and they just know like that if they just know soccer and they just know that Fatal Fury exists, then basically for the people who didn't know about the behind the scenes info and the investor information for SNK, for a lot of them, Ronaldo was fine. Salvatore Ganassi being added was the part where people were like, "Why do we have why do we have two in real life characters? Why do we have two real life people here?" Basically, Ronaldo was the breaking point for people who didn't know a lot of information behind the scenes information. Salvatore Ganassi was the breaking point because it was like, why is one character was a funny joke, two characters is we is now the joke's not funny anymore. For me and a lot of other people, who did know behind the scenes stuff, like I did know about the Saudi Arabia being the I did know about Saudi Arabia being a major investor in SNK games before that point. But then when Cristiano Ronaldo was announced, I was like, at first I was like, oh okay, that is kind of funny that there's a real life soccer player in the game. And then and then a little later, I found out, oh no, it was like. Then a little later, I found out, hey, check his Wikipedia page. Why should I check his? Oh no! And then at that point, I was already like, okay, I really don't know about getting this game. I don't feel good about this. And then Salvatore Ganassi got added, and it wasn't. I would say that the DJ guy getting added wasn't like the straw that broke the camel's back. It was more well. I guess you could. I guess you could say it was like the straw that broke the camel's back. It was basically like the first one was for people in the know who knew about this behind the scenes info. The first edition was a really big problem, and the second edition was a smaller problem that just compounded onto the bigger problem and made the bigger problem even more obvious. But anyway, yeah, Fatal Fury City of the Wolves has died a slow death. Because it is has died a slow death, and we might never see the series return again. For nothing. So Ronaldo was out first, if I remember correctly. But yeah, for me personally, the big reason why I decided not to get the game was one, Cristiano Ronaldo being added in his history of sexual assault. Two, him after he and Salvatore Ganassi were added. After he and Salvatore Ganassi were announced. So he says, I'm not against it. It's just that the specific thing is up to Brawl for actual months. Yeah, no, it's a good thing to bring it. No, Sleepers, you're fine for bringing it up. I think when I did the original originally brought this up, I didn't bring it up in the best way possible. Because thinking back on it, I think you are correct, Sleepless, and I think when I originally brought this up, I focused more on Salvatore Ganassi being added, and like the potential of a third character who would be even worse than a third real life person. I gotta stop calling them characters, they're not, they're real life people. And the potential of a third real life person who would have an even more infamous reputation or have even worse implications than those two being added to the game. Now that didn't happen. We did get the final character added was a character from Garo City of the Wolves, Garo Mark of the Wolves. They were an older Fatal Fury character, but no, the main thing that does, but so if I didn't say, I think I didn't say that correctly when I originally brought this up. But no, the main thing that bothers me is that Cristiano Ronaldo was added to the game. Because again, a real life person with some really bad allegations against them, who also was added in there to promote a governmental body that has some really bad allegations against it. That was the main thing of why I decided not to buy the game. Ratchet Carey says, "Do you know about the AI Star Wars Fortnite situation?" I do, and that's why you'll probably never see Fortnite on the channel again. Congrats to the Fortnite haters. I was originally someone who was like, "Oh well, I'm not too sure about this game's business practices, but you know what? The people are having fun. It's not too bad. Let people enjoy what they like." And then this got added, and now And now, congrats, and again, congrats to the Fortnite haters. You've now got a new member of your team. Yeah, I did hear about the whole whole Fortnite adding AI voice Darth Vader to to their game, adding an AI voice Darth Vader companion to the game, and because of that, yeah, unless that character is, unless that's removed, unless that companion is removed. Sorry, just for a second. Unless that companion is removed, and Fortnite swears they're never gonna do it again, and like they actually do swear like they swear and put it in like like they show that they show like I'm not saying like basically write their whatever the corporate equivalent of writing of signing in blood is that they are not going to do it again. Yeah, no Fortnite on the channel again. Brasher Carey says SAG-AFTRA is now suing them over that. I think the SAG-AFTRA suing Fortnite situation, that I don't know as much about, because I know that they're suing them because of the AI voice being there, but I'm not sure like why exactly I'm not sure exactly why SAG-AFTRA is suing Fortnite for this, because I know that James Earl Jones and his family signed off on this. Basically, I'm not sure if like I'm not really sure why SAG-AFTRA is involved. Yeah, going back to the Fatal Fury situation, if I present, yeah, going back to the Fatal Fury situation, if in my when I originally brought this up, I made it sound like I was more. I think when I originally brought this up, I made it sound like that I was more annoyed that this random DJ guy was added to the game, which I'd like to apologize for that, because that's no the some random DJ being added because he's friends with the Saudi Arabian government. That's weird, and that's weird, and it's like, why did you add him here? You could have added some other character. That's weird. But the much bigger problem, and the big reason why I decided not to play City of the Wolves, was because Cristiano Ronaldo was added to the game. A guy with horrifying allegations against him, who's only added in the game to as like basically to almost like propaganda, or to like make the Saudi Arabian government, a government with serious allegations against them, look good. But hey, now Cristiano Ronaldo has left that soccer team that Saudi Arabian owned soccer team he's a part of. So this game was ruined for nothing. Woo! I was watching a. This reminds me of a. I was reminded earlier today of like after I found out about this, I was reminded of what Mel Brooks would do when investors would try to tell him to do something for one of his movies that he didn't want, where he would just say, "Oh yeah, sure," where like an investor told him. So yeah, when investors would tell him, like during the filming of Blazing Saddles, like, "Hey, I don't like this." What was it? It's like, I don't like like an invest. They were according to Mel Brooks, what he said is that during the filming of Blazing Saddles, some investor came in and said, "I don't like this Gene Hackman guy. Throw him out. Remove him from the movie." And Mel Brooks would always say, "Oh, absolutely, boss. Definitely. Will do. Totally will do." And then he just didn't do it. And I'm willing to bet the devs of SNK I'm willing to bet their bosses were pressuring them to add these characters into the game, because the Saudi Arabian government does own 97% of the company. But do it if they had been able to. I wish they had done that. Just use the Mel Brooks method. Rise of Defense says boycotting sends a message. Don't say it's for nothing. Oh, no. I mean, no, me boycotting the game wasn't for nothing. That's not what I'm saying. the game being ruined by the game being like sullied, or yeah, the game being sullied by adding this character in it. That was for nothing. The game's reputation being what I'm saying is that the game's reputation being tanked by adding this character, that their inclusion alone alienated a large number of fans, a large number of fans uh, of SNK. That wasn't for nothing. Resident Offenses, I'm just trying to put a positive spin on everything. No, there is one positive spin on this. We got the Capcom Fighting Collection released. Like it just released, so we do have a new Capcom. We do have a new SNK release with a lot of the SNK characters out that people can play. And hilariously and interestingly enough, people were already really excited to see Terry and Mai join Street Fighter 6. But now, because of unless Capcom screws something up, which they haven't so far, they've been doing a pretty good job. They've been doing a pretty good job. Capcom has been doing a pretty good job of supporting Street Fighter 6. Basically, what this means is that now, um, while not all the Fatal Fury characters were saved, and they are now all of them, their latest appearance in a game has been in this game that has been sullied by all the negative, all the awful marketing choices around it. At least Terry and Mai are in a game where they're safe. Knock on wood. I really hope I didn't just curse the Street Fighter 6 there. I mean, Street Fighter 6 has been doing pretty great. Again, it's been doing pretty great lately. It's been doing pretty great lately. Very excited for Elena.
須藤お前
時間がないです早く
須藤お前こんなことして大丈夫なのか
Well, just go fence and at least Capcom versus SNK back. At least Capcom versus SNK is back, and from what we've seen and from what I've seen, Elena looks really good in Street Fighter 6.
それは分かってる
ですが私にはもっと別の裏があるように思います
So far, the only problem people have had. I mean, people haven't gotten to play Elena yet. But so far, the only problem people have with Elena is just that her hair and her default costume looks a little odd because of the bangs. Which just means that everyone's going to be playing her in her second costume. Well, because of the hair and for other reasons. They're going to be playing her in her second costume. And no, this did definitely send the message. This did send the message. All this failed marketing, these failed attempts at marketing by like adding real life people and by like these weird choices of like having the game have Fading Fury sponsor a boxing match or sponsor a WWE a WWE wrestling match. This is the cutscene where we were cut off yesterday. It's that was proven that those now we have now other companies other developers have an example that they can hopefully point to for companies and say, see, this shit doesn't work. This game dropped to 74th most played game on Twitch a week after it released. It fell off just because of these awful marketing techniques. Maybe we shouldn't try to alienate our audience. Okay, Yumi, it's not your fault. You know it's not your fault. Brashy cases, we're talking about Concord, right, lol? No, that's a different set of circumstances.
よかったなはるか
お帰りなさいカズマ
遅くなって悪かったなユミ
I'm very happy to see you, Yumi, but I'm very worried that you're gonna die because I'm very worried you're gonna die because everyone else in this damn game, everyone else of Kiryu's loved ones in this game have died. Well, let's fight them. Oh, great.
久しぶりじゃないか、ユミ。それにハルか。
お前が神宮。
こうして会うのは初めてだね、桐生一馬君。初めましてと言うべきか、さようなら。
The feeling is not mutual.
君には苦労させられたよ。
100億を取り返しに来たのね。
ああ、そうだ。当然の話さ。それはもともと私の金だからね。それに他にもいろいろ処分しに来たのさ。
何？
Block it, please block it. Block it. Did someone block it? Okay, he blocked it.
お前。
バカな男だ。まあヤクザなど皆こんなものか。
お前。どうして自分の娘を撃てるんだ。
仕方ないことさ。その子供は私にとって邪魔者でしかない。私の今後、いや、この国の今後のためには必要な。
Oh, he's going through this, but he's going through this bullshit reason.
どうしてそんな簡単に。
カズマ、この人にはそんなこと言っても無駄よ。この人の頭の中にはそんな感情はないの。自分が出世することしか考えてない。
And his own money, I guess.
分かったようなことを言ってるんだ。
Well, yeah. She had to marry you, you
何が分か
loser.
ると言うんだ。知ったような口を叩くんじゃない。
私にはわかるわ。どうしてセラさんがあなたを裏切ったか。あなたは国のため、政治のためと言って全てを切り捨てて生きている。でもね、それは全部言い訳。結局は自分がのし上がるための理由でしかない。そんな信念はすぐに嘘と分かってしまう。
ふざけるな。お前やセラごときに私の何が分かるというのだ。
ユミ。
あなたには何を言っても無駄ね。自分が恥ずかしくないの。
随分な言いようじゃないか。
His voice sounds a little young for how old his character model was, how old he looks.
終わりなんだからな。
You really think mere bullets are gonna stop him?
寺だ。
Oh, hey.
これで力は五分五分や。
Now we also have one person firing a gun. Or one person aiming a gun.
なんやねん。
これだから頭のない極道は困る。
Yeah, his voice sounds a little young.
どういうことや。
Oh, what? Oh, okay, Patrol.
あなたまさか。
そうだよ。私は登場会から近江連合にくら替えしたんだ。バックの組織をな。
なんだと。
私は着々と進めていたんだ。登場会を捨てて近江連合と協力関係を築く計画をね。
そんな話。
Everyone's just betraying everyone in this.
当たり前だ。お前は近江連合の5代目に踊らされていただけなんだからな。もう1年前から話は進んでいたんだよ。5代目と私の間でね。
Oh, well,
私
darn
は
it.
セラが私を裏切ることは分かっていた。
Guess it's up to Kiryu again.
聞かない男だったからね。
Yumi, I really hope you picked up knife
そう
fighting.
求め、ずっと私を支援してきてくれたが、結局は現実の前にくじけたんだ。
現実だと。
ああ、そうだ。君らに政治の話をしてもわからないだろうが、国を動かすには金と力が必要なのだよ。私にとって彼はその力だった。だが彼は変な信念のために私の理想から離れていったのだ。数年前、殺してくれたと思っていたユミが生きているということを知った私は、セラ、いや登場会を捨てる腹積もりでいたんだよ。
それでお前は近江連合にすり寄った。
そうだ。私は近江連合に話を持ちかけた。近江連合としては私の政治力は魅力だ。政治と裏社会、この2つを牛耳ることができたら、日本を操ることなど造作もないことだからな。
Well, that's what you think, but all you really need. That's what you think, but really all you need is just be one guy who's really good at punching.
まさに一石二鳥というわけだ。
じゃあ錦も踊らされてたっていうのか。
そうだよ。彼に100億の話を吹き込んだのは私だ。出世欲に取りつかれた若造に餌を見せて動かしただけだ。彼は見事にその役目を果たしてくれた。セラノ暗殺から内部構想までね。そしてさらに嬉しい誤算があった。君だ。君が現れてくれたおかげで登場会は崩
Oh,
壊
yeah, well, no, they actually kind of did that
本
themselves.
当にお礼を言いたい気分だよ。
シング貴様
His laugh is kind of
悔
funny.
しいだろう。だがな、もう遅い。私は近江連合と手を組み、日本国のトップに立つ。近江連合は裏社会を統一し、その全て
Yeah,
の力を
about, yeah,
私に
sure, that'll last a bit, that'll last
私の
some
理
time.
想が叶うのだ。
そんなことはさせないわ。
何を言っている。動くな。
Oh, wait, what the fuck?
もうこれであなたは私を撃てない。これが爆発すれば店の中にある100億も一緒に消えてなくなる。私は100億をあなたには渡さない。一緒に爆発してこの世から消すわ。
何をバカなことを言ってるんだ。そんなことをして何のメリッ
Well,
ト
it
があると
really
いう
annoy
ん
you,
だ
really annoy you
分
for
かって
one.
ないのはあなたね。人間はそんな損得感情だけじゃ動かない。もっと熱い、もっと強い気持ちがあって初めて動くものなの。昔のあなたにはそんな気持ちがあった。だけど権力を持つことや出世することにあなたは溺れたの。
何を今さら何を言ってるんだ。
カズマ、
Okay, I'm sorry. It really is bothering. Is it to anyone? Does it anyone else? It really does. To anyone else? Does it sound like he? Does he sound like his voice is a lot younger than his face? Like would imply. Is it? Does it sound that way to anyone else, or is it just me? Like he almost sounds like like an angry rival character from a shonen anime, at least to me.
はるかをこっちに。
これでユミとハルカには手出しできねえな。
Marcesco says, "What? Yes or no? One of those. That solves nothing."
なあジング、セラ会長はな、あんたが何を考えているかなんてお見通しだったんだよ。
何？
会長はあんたに気づいて欲しかったんだ。昔の強い信念があった時のあんた自身。だから自分の命を危険にさらしてまで100億を盗んだ。あんたから取り上げようとしたんだ。
バカな。何を根拠にそんなことを。
Oh.
風間さん、頼みます。
セラ、お前これ名前が入ってねえじゃねえか。
風間さん、俺は本来登場会仕切る器じゃ。
Ah, come on! You did a much better, and you did a better job than a lot of the other guys could have.
後目は風間さんが決めてください。登場会を、極道の未来を託せる男。
遺言状だと。
ああ、あんたは遺言状の存在を錦にちらつかせ、内部分裂を画策したんだろうが、本当にあったんだよ。会長とおやつさんが命がけで残したんだ。
うるさい。セラめ、この子に及んで私を舐めるような真似をしよって。そんなもん今となってはただの紙切れだ。
So is every one of those dollars that you're so obsessed with.
だがそうはさせねえ。俺は風間のおやつさんや世良会長が残してくれたもんを守る。俺は登場会4代目。
Oh, okay. Heck yeah, Kiryu. All right, Kiryu. All right, now it's time for Kiryu to unlock his Tojo, to his head of the Tojo clan super form. Dang, okay. Okay, got him with that. Let me go ahead and use... There, alright. Alright, Kiryu, time to unlock your Tojo, head of the Tojo clan super form. I'm guessing it's gonna give him a shiny, like, maybe a suit. I think he's still gonna keep the white suit, but maybe we'll give him, like, a white suit with gold trim. Okay, what else do I have? Yep, okay. I think, as far as this confess, I'm personally hoping it turns into Godzilla. I think. Okay, that's them beaten. Now, how am I gonna get over there?
さすが一人でよくもそこまで頑張れるものだな。
Am I gonna have to, is he gonna have to punch helicopters? I mean, it should be fine for him. I'm sure if anyone can, it'll be Kiryu.
無理をするな。もう息も絶え絶えではないか。
Oh gosh, dang it.
伊達さん、
神宮挙兵、今四課が逮捕状を請求した。総収賄、銃刀法違反、殺人教唆。お前はもう終わりだ。
証拠は何もない。当たりだ。
やめろ。ダメだ。伊達さん、ここじゃ町に墜落する。くそ。
Well, okay, they were much help.
こうなった以上、全員死んでもらうほかない。覚悟はいいね。
Yeah, it looks like, well, they weren't much help. Oh well. Well, that's a good theme. How am I gonna get over there? We just grab this. Ow! Never mind. Gosh dang it. Oh, this is gonna be the whole fight, isn't it? Ow. Yeah, this is gonna be like the whole fight, I think. Oh my gosh. Really good theme though, again. Oh wait, no, wrong gun. Dang it. Okay, that's got ammo. Okay. Let me actually try. Because I have a gun on me. Okay, I didn't... Well, I could have gone better, but I won't. Okay, I should be able to run over here now. Wait, what? Oh, okay, he's summoned another helicopter. Gosh dang it. Oh, dang it. There, okay, got him. You know, let me go ahead. Ow. Okay, there, got them. We've got some more healing items. Ow. Let me go ahead and use this one. I'll go ahead and use that one. Okay, good. Got it. Artist defense. Damn it, Dante could have dropped a bazooka or a Kevlar vest or a Rider Hencho belt or something. Well, Kiryu doesn't need him. He's just gonna have to use his new powers as granted by the status of being the fifth Tojo clan, the fifth head of the Tojo clan. To basically, he's gonna have to learn to. He's gonna have to learn how to punch with it. Basically, shoot the helicopter with his fist. Wait. Oh, there's a guy over there. Okay. Gosh dang it! Ow. There, okay, got him. Mars says, damn it, none of his Yakuza superiors Tom the Henshin pose. Well, I think the only one that would have known the Henshin pose would have been Kazuma-san, who... Yeah, the only one who would have known the Henshin pose would have been Kazuma-san, who unfortunately is passed away. Okay, well now what? Oh, ow, there's more of them. Okay, I think I need to climb up higher. Ah yes, the bullet warp punch. Okay, I think I need to go up here. For what's supposed to be a fight against Jingu, I haven't really fought him at all so far. Dang it, it made me lose my gun. Oh, no, you don't. Oh, he's got... of course this loser would have backup. Okay, gonna need to... You know what? Super Spicy Knife, it's your time to shine. There, okay, good. That's exactly what I needed this weapon for. Before you try anything... Ow. Ow. Dang it. Let me go and use this to heal up. Dang it. Okay. So I basically have two mini-bosses and a boss all carrying guns that I gotta have to deal with. Well... I'll go and use this one. Dang it. No, you don't. Take this, you annoying jerk. Ow. Okay, well, I got one hit more with this. Is he gonna run away again? No, okay. Really? What? Really? Gosh dang it. So yeah, it's basically fighting 3 bosses all at once. Okay, I'm gonna need to go and use one of these heals. I think I actually got enough to get a new ability, so... Put that one back. I do want to save some of my weapons for... I'm certain I'm gonna fight Nishiki. Actually, yeah, I'm certain there's gonna be a fight against Nishiki. That will probably be the final boss fight. Because honestly, Jingu is like, he's the overarching villain of this story, but he doesn't feel a little... He's kind of odd as a villain. He's basically... I don't know if I'd say he's a bad villain, but it does feel like, oh, by the way... Oh, right, we need to wrap up this part of the story. By the way, Yumi secretly got married to this guy, only turns out that he was, like, the leader of the MIA, but then also... but after, like, at some point he decided, immediately after he married and had a daughter with her, or immediately after they had a kid together, then he left her, and then they got... And then he became an evil politician, and now he wants her dead. Like, they were saying that, I mean, they said earlier that, Jingu, you're the one who manipulated Nishiki and caused him to turn against Kazuma. But, I mean, we were kind of seeing that it was, like, other people from the start. Other people in the story from the start who were doing that. I might need to bring out one of those weapons. Oh my gosh, dang it. Ugh. This is gonna be exactly like fighting those... Gosh dang it. Ugh. Gosh dang it. Kiryu, can you just, like, throw one of them over the side? Look, after everything they've done, I think at least one of... They deserve it. Dang it, ow. Yeah, it's basically like fighting 3 bosses at once, so... After I fought a whole bunch of guys to get up here. Yeah, okay, let me switch to my other fighting styles. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna have to use one of those heals again in a second. Oh, dang it. Okay. Yeah, I really need to heal. Yeah, let me try to get rid of these guys first. Oh my gosh, dang it. Oh my gosh, dang it. Really? Come on. Okay. I'm close to beating these two guys. Really? Oh, fuck you. Fuck this gosh damned healing. Oh my gosh. I really don't like fighting this guy. Just, yeah, his boss fight. Yeah, I really don't like this boss fight. Okay, I'm gonna need to use one of these again. I guess... Sure. Sure. Oh, thank goodness. No, you don't. Okay, let me go and repair this. I'll go and put this away for a second, and let me use this. There. And I'll save the rest of my weapons for any other fights. Gosh, it's just like a few more hits. Thank God, finally. Just toss him over the side. Just toss him over the roof. Oh, okay. Good. They're safe inside. Or maybe not.
錦山君。
終わったか。これでようやく落ち着けるな。
錦。
なんだそりゃ。爆弾か？ユミ、バカなことはやめろ。
ダメよ。
Well, if anyone knows about if anyone knows about doing stupid things, it's Nishiki.
100億はあなたに渡さない。
ユミ、お前そんなに俺のことが憎いのか？
You
まあ、
did almost have her killed,
当然の話か。
錦。
and you did kill one of her
お
friends.
前、まだ諦めていないのか？
当たり前だ。俺はどんな犠牲を払っても登場界の跡目になる。
なあ錦、そりゃ無理だ。お前神宮に踊らされていたんだ。神宮の本当の目的はな。
なことは分かってる。分かってたんだよ俺は。
どういうこと？
言ったろキリ。俺は10年前お前を裏切ったあの日から誰も信用しちゃいねえってな。神宮が俺に話を持ってきた時から信用しちゃいなかったんだ。
じゃあお前は全てを知ってた。
ああそうだ。俺は負けたくなかったんだよ。俺はお前に負けたくなかったんだよキリ。俺は弓を愛してる。
Got a really worrying way of showing it.
振り向いてはくれなかった。弓の中にはお前しかいなかった。10年前の事件の後、俺の目の前からお前という存在が消えた。その時俺は決意したんだ。運命を変えるためにどんな犠牲も払うってな。
その犠牲が親さんやレーナだったっていうのか？
そうだ。俺は100億を手に入れ登場界を継ぐ。そしてお前から弓を奪い返す。それで初めて俺の運命が変えられるんだ。
Kiryu, I really starting to think you really should have just let Nishiki take the fall for this.
そんなことして何になるの？そう
Or
やっ
take
て
the fall for that
運命
murder
じゃ幸せにな
10 years
ってら
ago.
れない。あなたは自分に都合の悪いことから逃げてるだけ。本当に運命を変えたいなら辛いことも全て受け止めて、それでも逃げないで立ち向かうことなんじゃないの？カズマやはるかのように。
うるさい。どうしてお前は俺を認めてくれないんだ。
Because you killed a lot of people to get there. Bartos confesses all Kiryu's ever aspired to is middle management. Everyone just blaming the world for their failures.
俺にはお前の苦しさがわかる。俺は一番大切にしていたお前たちを失った。もう戻ろうと思っても10年前に戻ることはできねえ。もうその運命から逃げることはできねえ。だから決着をつけよ
う。なあ、決着をつけよう。俺たちの戦いに。
Wait. Okay. Alright, final boss fight. I assume so. Oh, that's so cool! Alright. Well, let me get this start off right. Well, let me upgrade my abilities first. Yeah, let me just get as many ability upgrades as I can. You know, let me see if can I get this maximum health to the extreme. We'll do that. Maximum health to the extreme, yes please. Maximum health to the extreme, yes please. Yeah, I'll get that. And that's gone, so I'll switch over to this one. Oh, dang it. Ow. Oh, he's got so many different colored life bars. He's gonna freaking heal every time, I know, as well. Oh, good. Got him. Actually, Bars is a good fan. Wasn't that too? Oh, gosh dang it. Let's try to middle management. He just wanted to, like, not have his friends get hurt. Okay. That one's gone. Yeah, this is gonna take some time. He's got a lot of life bars and he's got a lot of life bars. He's got a lot of life bars and, well, he heals. Dang. It's interesting, the aura around him actually looks a bit more different. It looks more like a thundercloud. Okay. Dang it. Oh, shoot! Thank goodness there's so much furniture. Ow. Yeah, let me... Yeah, okay, got it. But I'm gonna need to go and heal. Dang it, ow. Ow, 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 ow. Okay, knock him off, knock him off. Okay, that one's gone. Here, let me go and use that. Okay, I think he's got like 3 more life bars left. Dang it. Somehow missed with that. Oh gee, ow, gosh. Oh, it actually did knock part of his life down. Ooh, that's just sad. It's really cool that they're able to interpose all these cutscenes, like, middle of the fight, but still. That's, like, really well done for the cinematic flair, but... Okay. Well. Oh, no, you don't. Oh my gosh, his health refills so fast. Dang it. Come on, there. Dang. No, you don't. Nope. Oh gosh, no, didn't realize it was multiple buttons. We keep pressing. Oh, dang, I think... Oh, wait, no, that was... Okay, that was no... I thought for a second that might have been a flashback to a cutscene from Yakuza 0, but no, that was a flashback to the very beginning of this game. Okay, his health's getting very low. Just a few more hits. Out. A few more hits. Okay, in that case, right? Let me use Goemon one last time. And just in case he's got something sneaky planned. There, alright. This ought to beat him. Yeah, I got him! Unless he's got, like, another face. Never count that out. He could gain his Tojo clan super form as well. Or his head of the Tojo clan super form as well. Aw, that's sweet.
ごめんね。私、あなたのことずっと忘れられなかったの。記憶を取り戻した後も、こうしてあなたのことを。私、弱い女だった。記憶を失ってからも、本当はあなたのことだけは、うっすらと覚えていたの。名前は思い出せない。でも、あなたの笑顔や仕草が浮かんでいた。でも誰だかわからない。すべてを思い出せない。そんなあなたのことを待ち続けることができなかった。だから神宮のことを。でもね、はるかは何もかも失った私にとってたった一つの宝物だった。だからはるかとお別れに行った時、思わずこのペンダントをあげてしまったの。私の一番大切なものを持っていてほしかった。
Harvest Fence, the best friend turn rival is such a cliche, but this game does it right.
私のせいで怖い思いさせて。
Well, it's a cliche because when it's done right, because when it is done right, it's really poignant. And and hits really hard.
私、まだやらなきゃいけないことがあるの。
Hmm? What was that? Oh my. Oh. There was just a room with all the money there? That's a lot of paper.
このお金はあってはならない。だからもう消そうと思うの。
ユミ、
Come on. Why are you back? I told you should have thrown him off the roof.
はるか、はるか。
Oh, gosh dang it!
ユミ、
Really?
ユミ、ユミ、しっかりしろ。大丈夫か。
やっと見つけた。私の金だ。どうした？何もできまい。お前らはこれで終わりだ。
Dang, this game really is just committed to killing off every single person it can. Holy shit, Nishiki.
こんなやつに好きにさせてたまるかよ。
最後のけじめくらい俺につけさせろ。
やめろ、やめるんだ、錦。
Oh, come on, Kiryu. You've lost. Everyone else has died in this story. Why not one more person? So I guess every single person Kiryu knows is dead. Well now, interested to see what Yakuza 2's story is gonna be about. Hooray! It's a Christmas miracle! The politician doesn't get any money. Instead, it goes to the people.
Yumi, Yumi, しっかりしろ。
ごめんね、はるか。やっと
I'm sorry, Haruka, but look, there's no way Kiryu was getting through this game with any of his loved ones still alive by the end.
いや、それよりずっと前から言えなくてすまなかった。好きだった、お前のことが。
カズマ、これあなたが持っていてくれたの。
シンジのやつが死ぬ前に錦から奪い返したんだ。
よかった。
Oh, by the way, Shinji is also dead.
帰ってきた。
And Reina. And
あなたが
Kazuma-san.
私にくれたたった一つのプレゼントだもんね。ありがとうね。私結局すべてから逃げてたのかもしれない。あなたからも錦山くんからも。でもね、私後悔はないの。あなたを忘れないためにまた記憶がなくなってしまっても思い出せるようにってこの入れ墨を入れたの。 美人、一夜でもいい、一目でもいいからもう一回カズマに会いたかった。その夢が叶ったの。お母さん。はるか、いい？はるかはどんなことがあっても逃げちゃダメ。逃げたら私みたいに幸せ逃がしちゃうから。いい？絶対に逃げちゃダメ。
Okay, now Kiryu, take Haruka and get the heck out of there before someone else comes back to try and kill her. Apparently, just the whole world just has it out for anyone that knows you. Gosh dang it. I told y'all to run out of here! I told y'all to get out of here! Oh, thank goodness.
お前ら銃を下げろ。
桐生、お前は悪くねえ。だがこの山で逮捕されたらもうシャバに出れん。俺についてこい。
もういいんだ、伊達さん。ユミも錦も風間のおやっさんももうみんないない。だから人思いに逮捕してくれ。
ふざけるな。お前の戦いはまだ終わってねえはずだ。かけがえのねえものを守り続けろ。逃げるんじゃねえ。
Oh no, why is Date walking like he's on death's door? Well, that's because he was in a helicopter that was getting shot at earlier. Oh, I guess I have... Oh yeah, this random girl I met 2 days ago. That's right, Kiryu. Everyone else is dead, so now you have to be the... So now you have to be the main character... You have to be the elder male character in a PlayStation game and take care of this child. Don't you think I'm a I'm a criminal? I have a criminal record. Don't you think that maybe someone else should be included? No, no, no. You've lost every single person you know, so now you have to take care of this kid.
Oh, Kiryu, こっちだ。じゃあ、お前らしっかりやれよ。
Oh, I guess he's no longer chairman? Yeah, I guess he's no longer chairman.
ちゃんと終わったのかよ。襲名式と引退式は。
ああ、義理は果たしたつもりだ。
しかし、聞いたことねえよな。組長の襲名披露と引退式が同時なんてよ。
Dang, I wish we could have gotten to see that. Just Kiryu going, all right, I was named new chairman. That sits down. Anyway, retiring. It was great. Great job, everyone. Wonderful working with all of you. Gotta go now.
で、5代目は誰にしたんだ？
まあ、世良会長やおやっさんに恥ずかしくねえやつにしたよ。
誰なんだ？
まあ、意外なやつだよ。
The only other person I know who's still alive.
会長、つけられてるぞ。
え？
Gosh dang it.
Oh, もしかしてあいつが5代目なのか？
ああ、奴ならきっちり登場会を立て直すさ。
Oh, okay. Well, that is the one person involved with the Yakuza that Kiryu still knows. And hasn't betrayed him.
じゃあ、行くぜ。
ああ、
もう戻ってこないのか。
さあな。また伊達さんから呼ばれることがある。
You're not coming back. You're not coming back. Who knows? Well, you say that now, y'all. You say that now, Kiryu. But another 20 games says otherwise.
来るかもしれないぜ。
そうか。だが残念ながらそれはないと思うぜ。俺はしばらくさやと暮らしてみるよ。
Good.
今までになかった家庭ってのを楽しんでみるさ。
おう。じゃあなおさら俺がいない方がいいな。
ああ。もう胃が痛い毎日とはおさらばだよ。
Yeah.
じゃあな。もう警察の世話になんじゃねえぞ。
大丈夫だ。あいつと一緒なんだからな。
そうだな。
Well, I guess Kiryu's gonna have to be a dad now. Wait, is it we actually? Okay, so I know at the very end there, I was making jokes during what were supposed to be some serious scenes, but this game, I think this game has reached like when it comes to killing important characters off in a narrative, it's always you gotta make sure. Okay, kill. Is that like Amazing Grace? What the heck is Amazing Grace doing in here? Why is Amazing Grace here? Anyway, killing characters off in a story can really it can heighten the drama. It can be done really well, but you gotta watch out for not killing off too many, and especially not killing too many off so quickly really quickly after each other. It was chapter 11, Reina and Shinji died. Chapter 12, Kazuma died. Chapter 13, Yumi died. Yumi and Nishiki died. It's everyone Kiryu knew. Everyone Kiryu knew. All 5 of his closest friends and allies. Or his now Grey's enemy, but who was once one of his closest friends. They all died in the span of a few hours. And the first time, hits really hard and it's really sad. The second time, it's when it happens the second time in less than an hour, it's oh dang, gosh, Kiryu's losing everyone. When it happens the third or fourth time, it almost becomes horrific, funny, kind of funny in a horrific way. One character dying, and Kiryu yelling their name over their body. Again, that's really sad. It happening twice in less than an hour. It's oh, okay, wow, dang, Kiryu's losing a lot of people tonight. Third and fourth time, it's okay, this is kind of becoming almost comedic with how many people die. Overall, I'd say that I'm glad I played this game, but I don't think I have any interest in ever returning to it. Unlike with Yakuza 0, where I really enjoyed that game's story, and I'd be interested in returning to it, at least to play through all the minigames again. With this one more feels okay, I played Yakuza 0, now I got to see the continuation of a lot of the character stories from Yakuza 0, even though this game was originally made before Yakuza 0, even though this game was made even though the original version of this game was made before Yakuza 0. But now we can go. And now I'm really curious to see, okay, I'm really curious to see where the series continues after this, because yeah, I'm really interested to see where the series continues after this, because again, nearly everyone Kiryu knows is dead. Where are they? What story threads could they pick up for sequels? But I'm not saying it's bad. It was not bad. It was overall a pretty good game. With some great, it was overall a pretty good game with, some fun moments, especially, the story, the story was good, for quite a bit of it, and it did have a lot of highlights to it. Or a lot of good moments to it. But yeah, this one is... Glad I got to play it. Glad I got to play it. I'm definitely want to play more of these games as soon as I can like play them. I can't really pick up more Yakuza. I can't really buy more Yakuza games right now because of looking for a new job. But whenever I can get a new job, and get some money in, whenever I can get a new job and get some money in, I will buy more of these because I do want to go ahead and, I will buy more of these games because I definitely want to play more of them. But yeah, I'm really curious to see where the story goes after this for Yakuza Kiwami 2, because how do you continue this? What again? Is it just like a completely brand new cast of characters, but Kiryu's there, or like how does it continue? I will say, if I do ever go back and replay through Yakuza 0's story, it's gonna be... If I do ever go back and play through Yakuza 0's story, it's gonna be a really odd time as I go through that game and just like... and have Kiryu interacting with all these characters in his youth, when he was young, and just... me seeing him me seeing him with all these characters goes, okay, well they're dead, they die in Kiwami. They die in Kiwami, they die in Kiwami, they die in Kiwami, they die in Kiwami, that one dies in Kiwami, they die in Kiwami. I'm trying to think if there were any prominent characters from Yakuza 0. Yeah, I'm trying to think if there were any prominent characters from Yakuza 0 that did... Besides Kiryu, of course, but that didn't die. Oh, Kashiwagi. Okay, Kashiwagi's still alive. So, Kashiwagi's still alive. At least there's that. I look forward to the start of Yakuza 2's plot, in which it starts off with Kiryu having left. Kiryu will have completely left being a Yakuza, and will have like settled down somewhere far away from Kamurocho. But then somehow, for some reason, he is then blamed for a murder. Like someone is killed in Kamurocho, and Kiryu is blamed for it. And even though, despite being hundreds of miles away, Kiryu is still blamed for it. And so Kiryu has to return to Kamurocho in order to clear his name. That's what I'm gonna assume. Until these games prove me wrong. Until these games prove me wrong and start off with a different opening hook, I'm just gonna assume that every Yakuza game that focuses on Kiryu opens with someone dying and Kiryu is immediately blamed for the murder. Heck, I haven't played any of the Ichiban era Yakuza games, so maybe that's the plot of Yakuza 8. Maybe that's the plot of Yakuza 7 or Yakuza 8. That hundreds of, like, all the way across Tokyo, all the way across Japan, on like a completely different side of Japan, where Ichiban is, just someone dies and it's blamed on Kiryu, and now Ichiban hunts down. He mistakenly hunts down Kiryu because he thinks that he murdered them, or he murdered whoever. He thinks that Kiryu murdered whoever did it. Unless Yakuza 7 and 8 continue this tradition, but in a different path, where this time Ichiban is accused of the game. Yakuza 7's plot opens by Ichiban being accused of murdering someone, and now he has to clear his name. Well, Kiryu, almost every single person you know is dead, but you now have to take care. You now have to feed a daughter. You now have a daughter you have to feed, and a dog you have to feed. You also got no job. Well, you got like 1,000,000 yen still in your pockets from how many people we fought.
ねえねえお母さん。サンタさん今年も来てくれるかな。
そうね。
Gosh, what job is Kiryu gonna get now?
と来てくれるわ。
じゃあ私いい子にする。毎晩お母さんの肩叩
You
いて
could probably go back to Purgatory and continue fighting in that underground fight club. He was really doing really good at that, and we know he'll make money there.
を迎える準備しないとね。
Although, wait, no. Probably best to get away from Kamurocho. Probably best to get away from Kamurocho, actually. So that way, because the longer Kiryu spends here, the more chance there is that he's going to be accused of murder again.
ねえおじさんは何歳までサンタさん信じてた？
え？いや、
Until
いくつ
until Santa challenged him to a fist fight, then he knew that he was
信じ
real.
てたんだ。
悪かったな。
And end. So yeah, they're not didn't enjoy that nearly as much as Yakuza 0, but I am glad that I got to play through that. And now that I've beaten this game, we'll definitely get to more Yakuzas in the future. We'll definitely start play through more Yakuzas as soon as I can get some more of them. But also because of this, next RPG will be actually really now that I've beaten this game, next couple of weeks are going to be all RPGs with the occasional Street Fighter stream. Because I got Final Fantasy Tactics Advance, I got I got Super Mario Mon. I still need to continue. I'm going to be continuing those two games, and now that I've beaten this, I'm going to start Pokemon Legends Arceus and Trails to Azure. So yeah, now that I've beaten this, I'm going to be starting what Sleepless and I'll check Trainwreck wanted me to play, Pokemon Legends Azure and Trails to Azure. Or excuse me, Pokemon Legends Arceus and Trails to Azure. So yeah, besides the a couple fighting game streams like the Capcom Fighting Collection 2 this Thursday and Street Fighter next Thursday, it's gonna be basically all RPGs for the next couple of I don't want to say the next couple of months, but I'm afraid that I'll have to say the next couple of months. So this is Pokemon Legends Azure would be an interesting crossover. Now, Sleepless, that's really what Pokemon needs, a crossover with the Trails series. That's what the Pokemon series needs. That would I'm not even kidding there. That would be unironically be peak. That would be amazing. Oh, hey, Scorcher, welcome in. Oh, hey, Scorcher, I'm sorry. You got here right as I beat the game. Ace versus Congrats on beating Yakuza. Thank you. Premium Adventure and Climax Battle Mode have been added to the menu. Legend difficulty is unlocked. Sure. Hmm. Wow. Wait, that whole part of the game was blocked? That entire finale sequence was apparently the gameplay footage of that was blocked. Yeah, that's the end of Yakuza Kiwami. Finally got to play through this. Glad I did. And I did overall enjoy my time with it, even though I don't think I'll return to this game anytime soon. I'm much more interested in playing more Yakuzas after this, and seeing where the series goes from here. Honestly, I think my problems with this game can be summed up with this game has, even though it's a remake of the very first original Yakuza game, this game has major first game syndrome. Like, they came up with a really good idea, and they had some really good ideas as part of this series, but they're also, like, still developing stuff, or hadn't quite figured some stuff out. Hence, like, all of Kiryu's friends dying, I'm guessing to make the story more dramatic. And also some of the weird gameplay stuff, like the whole boss's healing, that was weird. But anyway, so now I'm gonna take a break. Yeah, Yeah, but with this game beat... Oh, wait, hold on. There's one... Okay. I just remember there's one more thing I gotta do. So, with this game beaten, that actually brings... Okay, with this game beaten, that brings the total number of games I've beaten, or the total number of playthroughs I've done on stream, up to 100... That's not where that's supposed to go. Up to 166. Marziska Fan says, "Whatever happened to the guy who's the unholy fusion of Kingpin and Pac-Man?" Oh, wait, you mean like Yakuza? You mean Shimano, aka Yakuza's version of Kingpin, or Yakuza Kingpin? He died. That wasn't this. I was only half joking when I said that everyone dies in this game. But yeah, that was. Which means. So yeah, that was the 166th playthrough I did, and also. As far as like my whole personal goal to beat, like 30 games before I turn 30, this makes game number 6. So I'm about a fifth of the way through this. I just have to beat 24 more games before next January. Which I might be able to do that as long as life events stop getting in my way. Yeah, I'm going to... Okay, let me take a short break. I'm now going to take a short break, and then I'm going to switch over to the second part of today's stream, which is going to be Super Mario Mon. So, give me just a little bit, and when I get back, it'll be more Super Mario Mon. Oh wait, Marziska Fan says, do the games of Capcom Fighting Collection 2 count? Yes, they do. I'm going to be playing through the arcade. I'm going to play through the arcade/story modes of each of those games on Thursday. So if I beat any of those games, arcade or story modes, that does count. That does count for my list of playthroughs. Because I've counted some of the games from counted some of the other fighting games I played, like some of the SNK fighters I played back in September of last year for that one stream, and some of the Marvel vs. Capcom games that I played when that collection released. So they will, yeah. If I beat the arcade or story modes of any, if I beat the arcade or story modes of any games, that will count. Or any game from the Capcom Fighting Collection 2, that'll count. Although now that I think about it, I am gonna... Okay, that does raise the question, though, of how I should count Street Fighter 6. Because Street Fighter 6 has the World Tour story mode, but it also has individual arcade modes for every character. Which I do want to play through. I don't think I'm going to get to every arcade mode, but I do want to play through, like, a lot of the arcade modes for a lot of the different characters I like in that game. Like, at some point in the future, I would really like to do a Street Fighter 6 stream where I just play through a bunch of the characters' arcade modes. So I'm of the opinion that may count a game once. I guess for Street Fighter 6, I just count the World Tour mode because that's the big story mode. Yeah, I guess I'll count the, Yeah, I guess I'll just count the story mode for Street Fighter 6. There are some games I've counted multiple times for multiple playthroughs because I've played them multiple times on the channel. Like, I played through Golden Sun on the channel twice now, and both playthroughs are counted separate. Because, I mean, they happened a couple years apart. Yeah, they occurred a couple years, because those playthroughs occurred a couple years apart. And then the result. So yeah, I guess for Street Fighter 6, I'll just count through when I beat the World Tour mode. But anyway, let me switch over to Super Mario Mon.